day. Yes. And I've been on my own breast cancer journey. So, her death hit me hard. It hit me very hard because, she'd been battling for 6 years almost. And a lot of us just didn't know because you just couldn't tell. Just by the way that she would just continue to just show up. She would show up, she would smile, but she was battling. So her legacy is so important for, I would say me personally, but all, of our media mavens to realize that, when we commit to a journey, we commit to, our people. We have a responsibility. We have a responsibility not only to show up as we are, but to use the mic when we have it, to talk about what's important, like getting your mammograms, and let's talk about, being aware of what's going on in your body. And that's something that she did. And, just the fact that she was a mom and sister and just so loved from so many people at the tender age of 52. It's very important for us to prioritize our time and prioritize our health and our lives. So she's what courage looks like. And, as a breast cancer survivor myself, that has to show up. I just want to say that it's very important for us, just to continue to take care of ourselves, but to communicate with our audience.
Well, we were just airing some video of Ananda, some of her most recognizable moments from MTV. So just in case there's someone out there who isn't as familiar with her work, her life, her legacy, fill us in. How'd she inspire you?
Yeah, basically, she invited MTV. She was the video jockey on MTV back in the 90s. And everybody knows that the 90s were the best days for music, back in the 90s. So, but for her, to go through this battle, it just hits home.
And especially for you, as you alluded to earlier, you went through that battle as well. Can you speak to that?
Yes, I did. I went through the battle. I was diagnosed in 2023, went through the journey, and I faced some things that I did not want to face, that were very hard to face, because getting that diagnosis that you have cancer will take the wind out of you. It'll change your life completely. So it put me on a path to destiny. So I am a whole lot more committed to, my fans and the people that listen to me every night. I have something I have to tell you. I have something I have to say. It taught me to dig a whole lot deeper and just reevaluate what I am doing in life, because, tomorrow's not promised.
It isn't, but I'm certainly glad that you are here to share your testimony, and we look forward to continuing to carry that torch. I know every year there are breast cancer walks. October is just one big pink month, so we are always appreciative of the people who are willing to share what they went through, so others will look out for themselves as well.
Man, I done said it once, 10, 15, on this channel at least, but I say it a million times, man. F cancer. It takes so many loved ones away from their families, their loved ones, you know what I mean? Comment if out there if you've personally been affected. It's terrible, man. It's like all this breast cancer research and all this different stuff. And I don't know, man. I mean, don't even get me into big F-A-R-M-A. I spelled that wrong on purpose, y'all. You know what I mean? You got to be careful in the blogosphere, the way you address certain things. It's a whole nother story. Don't get it twisted. There's a lot of flaggable stuff. I've been hit, nudged a little bit, not struck it in the craziest way, but nudged with some of the commentary. Had certain videos disappear and such on certain things I had to say about a certain thing that's used in Canada, Mexico, Cuba, but not in the US of A, man. It, look into it. Fruits and fruits or whatever. I can't really, you know what I mean? But this is all allegedly. I got to make that clear, you know what I mean? But F cancer, there's so many ways in life you could lose your life, and it often feels like so many people that dodge it in so many ways go out that way. And Ananda was really a great VJ on MTV. This fucked me up, you know what I mean? In her 50s, still looks super healthy. Y'all remember when Angelina Jolie got her breast removed, I guess, because she had that gene or whatever. A lot of people were looking at her like she was crazy, man. Comment if y'all remember that and your thoughts on that. But something important that was said there in regards to cancer or just everything. You got to have a doctor that you trust. Obviously, I was just talking about the cash side of the MEDICAL business, and then big FARMA and all that. You know what I mean? Definitely that is what it is, but there's good doctors out there. You got to have one that you can trust, and you got to stay up on things and always get second opinions and all that. But I myself do not stay up on the doc the way I should, and I feel like a lot of people are that way as well. But it just is what it is. It's so sad that Ananda is no longer here. Like, it fucked me all the way up when I heard this, man. Rest in peace.